What I want to do is dive a little bit deeper into what we actually learned today in that courtroom. What do we see in there? First of all, I learned a lot from being in there in person. It is one of the most depressing places I have been in my life, but it is fitting because the only thing more depressing than the environment of that courtroom is what's actually happening in there. It's straight out of a Kafka novel. The prosecution's main strategy appears to be to bore the jurors into submission. And if you look in that direction, sadly, it may appear to actually be working. Now, I would like for anybody here in the press, anybody at home, anybody in MSNBC or the media afterwards, to clearly state what exactly is the crime that Donald Trump committed. Oh, wait. We have not heard a good answer to that question. It has been vague until today. You heard Michael Cohen's testimony, after which I would say it is less clear than ever what that crime actually was. They'll say falsifying business records. Well, let's look at who did we learn falsified business records today? Yet, what, hour, 2 hours, felt like it could have been 7 hours, of Michael Cohen talking about how he falsified business records. Okay, so you have a guy who has been a perjurer in the past that is now saying he falsified business records. What is the crime that Donald Trump committed? Now, it appears to be what they might allege is some sort of bookkeeping error or whatever. The real bookkeeping that we need accounting of is Judge Merchan's own family member collecting millions of dollars as a Democratic operative, using the existence of this trial as a fundraising ploy for Democrats. This is unconscionable. Imagine if the same shoe fit the other foot. Imagine if it was Joe Biden that was on trial. You had a Republican judge whose son was collecting millions of dollars as a Republican operative. What would you all be saying? This would not be justice. This is injustice at its worst. So let's go even a layer deeper, right? Because let's go even a layer deeper, actually. The alleged crime here is supposedly, they try to point to this every day, that he does not actually use campaign funds, that he used personal funds. Well, let's get this straight. Suppose Donald Trump had used campaign funds to make a personal expense. They'd be going after him for that. So if they're going to get him going or they're going to get him coming, that is the best proof that this is a politicized sham. Let's go through it piece by piece. If you tell somebody to go buy you a suit and you want to look good on television because that'll affect the voters, the way voters vote for you, you know what? They prosecute politicians if they use campaign funds to buy a suit. If they say, go get a haircut, if you use campaign funds to get a haircut because you want to look good to the voters, they will actually prosecute you for using campaign funds for a personal expense. Yet the entire legal theory of this case, the whole case that Alvin Bragg has brought, depends on one premise for them to charge this as a felony, is that Donald Trump somehow should have used campaign funds to make an allegedly personal payment. Yet if he had done that, their case against him would be even stronger. This is garbage. That is the best proof that you have that if they're going to get him going or get him coming, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. This is a sham. This is not the United States of America. This is some third-rate banana republic. If this were happening in another country, we would be laughing at them as a sham democracy. I am ashamed as an American citizen to sit here in a courtroom watching the former leader of the free world, and let's be honest, likely next leader of the free world, sitting with the indignity in this dingy third-rate courtroom with fourth-rate prosecutors and a fifth-rate lawyer on the stand as a witness, who actually is violating attorney-client privilege left and right. Nobody's even talking about that. So this is a shame on the spirit in our country's history, but we will get through it and be stronger because you know who ultimately actually cast the vote on this case? It's not just the jurors in that jury box. It's every one of you at home. It's every American who votes this November to say no to the weaponization of justice. And if you're at home, you may say, you know what, I don't agree with everything Donald Trump's ever said. You know what, I may not agree with some of his policies even though they were great policies for 4 years. But you do agree, whether you are Democrat or Republican or black or white or gay or straight or man or woman, that our justice system should be blind to politics. That regardless of whether your last name is Biden or Trump, regardless of whether you've been a politician or not, you get a fair shake in our own legal system. And when you have a prosecutor who campaigned on the pledge of going after Trump and then keeps his campaign pledge, when you have a judge whose kids are collecting money from Democratic operatives by fundraising off the very trial that judge is presiding over, and then telling the U.S. president that he's subject to a gag order, that he can't talk about it, that is not justice. That is a bastardization of what this country was founded on. And I'm here, and all of us are here as friends of Donald Trump, supporting him in our personal capacity, sharing our opinions. That's why we're here today. But I hope every American at home who isn't able to be in that courtroom is able to see what's actually happening there. And when you do, we will have a landslide of historic proportion this November if every American understands the injustice that's playing out in that courtroom today.
Impossible to argue with. You see, when you have the truth on your side, you don't have to worry about fabricating things. When you have the truth on your side, you literally just see what is right before you and you report that. I really, really want to hear from you. If you agree with Vivek, give me a Y, a capital Y in the comments. If you disagree with Vivek, give me a capital N. And please add a little bit of context too. As of this recording right now, Michael L.A.D. Lioness Dog Cohen is giving his testimony right now to the prosecution. Cross-examination has not taken place yet as of this recording. We are all, at least I am, predicting that cross-examination is going to be ferocious, that Trump's legal team is going to attack every aspect of Michael Cohen, just like Vivek has. And I've got another amazing clip from Harvard Law professor Alan Dershowitz. Listen to this.
I've been doing this 60 years and I can't find the crime here. What I can find is a crime committed today in the courtroom by Michael Cohen. He looked the jury in the eye and he lied. They asked him why he tape recorded his client. And instead of saying, well, maybe I was afraid, I needed some protection, he made up this whole story about why he did it for a pecker. And nobody is going to believe that. And I think this raises serious ethical problems for the prosecutors. In 60 years of doing this, I have never put a witness like Michael Cohen on the stand because I have ethics. And good lawyers don't put people on the stand who they know are going to lie, either on direct, and he lied, I believe, on direct, or on cross. And we're going to see lie after lie after lie on cross. And so we see ethical violations occurring right in front of us and lies occurring right in front of us. We don't even have to get into the issue that he lied before and he went to jail. He lied right to this jury.
What is Professor Dershowitz talking about? If you don't know, Michael Cohen has A, lied to Congress, B, lied to courts, C, he lied to banks, D, he lied to the IRS, E, he went to prison for lying, but he wants you to trust him this time. Oh, but no. This time he's telling the truth. Oh, but it's now. He's got, all of a sudden, he's got an attack of conscience and he needs to tell the truth. And now, believe me, all those other times, okay, yes, I lied. But now this Pinocchio witness, Michael Lioness Dog Cohen, now we're supposed to take his word for gospel. Now he's going to tell us the truth. Are you kidding me right now? So I've been saying this for a long time. You heard the amazing, passionate press conference from Vivek. You heard a professor, a highly credible and notable criminal defense attorney, Alan Dershowitz, who says in 60 years, I've never seen anything like this. Never mind, innumerable legal scholars, innumerable legal experts have said that this is a complete sham. So what is the point of bringing this? Why is Alvin Do Nothing Bragg doing this? Well, today, Nez Nation, hold on to your hats. Hold on to your butts, Nez Nation, because what I have for you today is actual video proof that the Biden White House is colluding with the corrupt New York criminal justice system to get rid of a political opponent. This is actual video proof. I want you to listen to Congressman Representative Dan Goldman and listen to what he says. I mean, they don't even try to hide it anymore. Listen to what he says on MSNBC. Check this out, and then we'll talk about it.
And I have deposed Michael Cohen. I have met with him a number of times to prepare him.
I beg your pardon? Excuse me? You met with Michael Cohen a number of times to prepare for him for what? If he's telling the truth, what do you need to prepare him for? If he's your star witness, what do you need to prepare him for? Why are you getting involved? You're a representative in Congress. You're a Democratic representative in Congress. Why are you preparing Michael Cohen? Why are you getting involved at all? You have to ask yourself this question, Nez Nation. Why is an active Democrat congressman preparing Michael Cohen to testify against former President Donald Trump? If you're the party for truth, if you're the party for objectivity, and Biden has claimed, I've had nothing to do with this. He's done this all on his own. He's created this mess, this chaos, and he can't have his cake and eat it too. What in the world are you doing getting involved? It is not, Nez Nation, please heed this. It is not common practice for a member of Congress to meet with a witness multiple times, not once, God knows how many times, to prepare him to testify against the candidate of an opposing party. What do you make of this? Remember the video I played for you yesterday, and it's really being talked about on all of corporate state media and the radical left media, where they're characterizing Michael Cohen's testimony as, this is a different Michael Cohen. He's not stumbling. He's not pausing. He's not confused or muddled like he was in front of Congress when he lied bold-faced. No, he's very calm. He's very composed. He's issuing answers without even having to think about it, without having to recall. There is no hesitation. He is being very forthright and proffering answers without any visible hesitation. I wonder why. Now we know. Now we know why. I mean, this is so absolutely insane. Not only do you have a sham trial, not only do you have a complete circus show, not only do you have no crime, not only do you have no victim, not only can nobody even identify what the former president did wrong, now you've got actual proof of collusion between Tombstone Vegetable-in-Chief Biden, the White House, and the corrupt criminal justice system with Alvin Do-Nothing Bragg and fake Don Juan Merchan, the judge, whose daughter is actually benefiting and making millions off of this case. And then you've got corporate state media colluding with Biden's White House and painting this portrait of Michael Cohen as this very intelligible, composed, conscientious, honest, ethical witness who is so forthcoming. It is beyond angering. It is, I've got volcanic lava in my veins right now. It is so bad. You need to share this video with everybody. You need to tap that thumbs up. We need to make sure this video goes everywhere, because this is the biggest scandal, and you'll never hear about this anywhere else but here. You won't hear about this in mainstream media, corporate media, and state media on any of the networks. Nobody's going to be talking about this. This is absolutely huge. You've got a White House colluding, which is supposed to have absolutely nothing to do with this, colluding with a state case. You've got a federal government which should be working for us, which isn't working for us, colluding with a state case, which is supposed to be completely objective, completely neutral, as well as the media that is trying to paint this witness who has lied multiple times, gone to jail for lying, trying to paint him as a credible witness. And why? Well, I'd like to hear from you. Why do you think they're doing this? I think if you look at what happened in Wildwood, New Jersey, and you look at the national polls, and you look at what the poll numbers show in the five key major swing states, this is a major election interference scandal of the highest order. This makes Watergate look like a water squirt gun. It is the most scandalous. It is the most conspiratorial. It is the most criminal thing our government has probably ever done. This is awful. This is Banana Republic. This is absolute. To quote Vivek, this is garbage. I pass this over to you, Nez Nation. We need to make patriotism go viral. I need you to do everything in your power to share this and expose these hoodlums. Because, again, I agree with Vivek. I know I've said that a lot this video. I mean, think about a possible VP pick. Wow. You've got a guy who will constantly fight for you in the most articulate, intelligible manner because he's got the facts on his side. People need to know. Americans need to know, because the only place that we're going to really make a change is come November. So share this out. I want to hear from you. I can't wait to see what you guys think of this video. I can't wait to hear and read your comments. Please let me know. As always, I try really, really hard to respond to all of them. members, super chats, you get top priority, obviously, for just basic practical reasons. Consider becoming a member. I'll leave links in the description and in the pinned comment and show notes. Also, don't forget, become a free member of our newsletter. You can sign up for our newsletter for free. A lot of you have been sending me comments saying, Nez, I'm not getting any notifications. It's going to get worse. As we get closer to the election, these platforms that I post these videos on, it's going to get worse. So your sure-proof, fail-safe way is to subscribe. It's free. It's free. Subscribe to our free newsletter. I'll leave that in the pinned comment, in the show notes and description as well. All you need to do is put in your best email and you're in. You'll never miss out. So make sure you do that. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right now. Follow, subscribe as always. God bless you and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.